Vanakkam. Greetings to all Indian Forest Service aspirants. Once again, a warm and hearty welcome to all of you to my YouTube channel Silva, a ladder to reach canopy. Last session it was about environment conservation and biodiversity. Now we are entering into the final subject of section B of paper 1, that is about the tree improvement and seed technology. Dear aspirants, we are all well aware about the green revolution happened in 50 years back in our country. The real success of that green revolution was possible only due to the plant breeding, that is the release of good varieties in the different crops. So in forest, we are talking about the tree improvement and seed technology, which is in similar parlance of agriculture plant breeding. Let us see what are the different objectives of tree improvement in forestry. So, tree improvement in simple terms, the application of forest genetical principles or the forest genetics principles for getting qualitative and quantitative benefits. For the forest trees, the desirable properties or the desirable qualities of certain standard dimensions, suppose to reduce the rotation or to get the good size, and there are different qualities also. So we are going to see about the desirable qualities and quantity in forestry and what are the different methods which are available in forestry at the present stage. When compared to the agriculture field, the forestry tree improvement is in a very nascent stage. So there are a lot of drawbacks also there in the forestry improvement program. So we will start seeing one by one in this subject, tree improvement and seed technology. Let us start with the general concept of tree improvement. So before that, let us start what are the desirable qualities and quantities or the quantitative characters expected in a tree improvement program. In case of quantitative, it may be a good size in a very short time. So many short rotation species are released like eucalyptus, casuarina. These are the best examples of quantitative characteristics, the expected results from the tree improvement program. In case of qualitative also, you have a straight bole. That is the biggest achievement in any tree improvement program, because normally the trees won't produce the straight bole. So due to the application of tree improvement program, it is possible to get the straight bole, and there will be lot of resistance a tree can show by adapting the tree improvement principles like resistance against disease, resistance against pest, and resistance against any kind of adverse conditions like frost, drought, and all these things. So these are some of the examples of quantitative and qualitative outcome of any tree improvement program. Let us see the general concept of tree improvement now. As mentioned by me in the beginning, tree improvement program is nothing but the application of forest genetics principles in manipulating the parentage to get desirable changes in terms of quality or quantity. So, in a simple terms, how it can be achieved in the forest tree improvement program. Let us start with the geographical variation or the geographical location. That is the determination of geographical location or the provenance, which means we are able to identify a geographical source. That is in tree improvement parlance, it is known as the provenance. So first process is to determine the geographical variation. Then from there, the next process is to identify the variation. Variation is something change from a given population. You are able to differentiate. That is known as the variation. Once this variation is identified, the next process is to package this variation into the desirable population of the quality. Packaging of this variation into the population. That is the desirable quality in terms of variation. Now it is packaged. Once it is packaged, the next process is to do the mass multiplication. Then finally the genetic base is maintained till the end. So these are the various processes associated with the Tree-Human program, how this application, how the process is ensured or achieved till the end. So that's what the common approach one followed in the tree environment program, by identifying the variation from the geographical source. Then these variations are packaged or introduced into the desirable population, and these populations are further multiplied, and finally that is maintained as a genetic base. So that is a very common approach one followed by the scientist community there. And second important aspect in the tree improvement program is about the methods and techniques. So similar to the agriculture plant breeding program, these are all the common approaches or the methods and the techniques followed in the forestry tree improvement program, though many are not reached to the highest level of research due to the various shortcomings. One of the major shortcomings existing in the tree improvement program is that the long gestation period of tree crops. So for the agriculture crop, the trials possible to execute it within 1 or 2 years, means many trials, many generations are possible to achieve in the plant breeding program of agriculture crops, whereas for the forestry it is due to the long gestation period, it is very difficult to achieve. There are 5 different approaches or the methods or techniques available in forestry, which are quite commonly used. So starting from the selection is the simple process, means selecting the individuals based on the phenotype, because genotype, unless it is tested, it is not easy to determine. So the selection process is generally happen through the phenotype, means by appearance the trees are selected. So this is the simple process. And the introduction, a tree may be introduced to a new area, maybe if it is surveying well, so it can be preferred and chosen for the further tree improvement program. And about the mutation, the sudden changes may be triggered, the sudden gene changes taking place, which is triggered through external agency, that are known as mutation. In agriculture, these are very quite commonly applied methods. And about the hybridization, as is a very quite simple terms, it's the crossing of individuals, that is known as hybridization. Again, these are very few case studies are there to justify the hybridization and its success in the forestry program. And finally, the genetic engineering, and among all these program, this is the most advanced method, but there are very few or quite few examples are there to justify the genetic engineering and its impact in the forestry. So it is a changing of genetic makeup. By the recombinant DNA technology, which is commonly known as genetic engineering. So in nutshell, these are the various tree improvement programs, and by which adopting these any one of these principles, it is possible to achieve in the field. The next important aspect in the any tree improvement program is about the variation. It is about the variability. If you are seeing the population and you are finding certain variation which are observed, if it is desirable, then it is incorporated. So these changes of desired qualities are known as the variability. The variability generally happen to 3 different reasons. One is about the genetic, means the variation or the change is due to the genetic makeup or due to the environment, means purely based on genetic reasons or purely based on the environment, and sometimes may be a combination of these two. So these 3 are the main reasons due to which the variation can be possible to happen in the natural thing. If you talk about the variation, what kind of variations are possible in the forest area? One is about the geographical variation, means the variations of variation due to the geographical. You have 2 areas A and B of which have no linkages, but that variation or the change might have happened due to the geographical position of that plant. And second one is inside that geography due to the within a site, within that geography also. Then within the site, within the stand, and even within the tree. So these are the different types of variations existing in the forest, by which any one of these can be picked up and maybe harnessed for any tree improvement program. And the genetic variability is, if it is increasing, the adaptability to any kind of adverse conditions are very high. So this variation is possible to do after doing the testing program. This is about the variation. So next important aspect in the tree improvement program is that provenance, seed source and exotic. Provenance, I mentioned about that, it's about the geographical variation. Provenance means it's a particular area, and certain provenance are known for the high adaptability or the high productivity. So this is a very important tree improvement program. Means the trials will be made in a particular area by bringing the seeds or the other propagules from different provenance, different location, then it will be tested based on the adaptability. So based on the success, these plants can be further multiplied and reintroduced to the new area. And seed source is the source of planting material. Planting material from a different areas. It may be a natural forest, it may be a plantations, it may be a seed production area, it may be a seedling orchards or seed orchards. So natural forest, plantation, seed production area or seed orchards. So these are the various locations from which the seeds are sourced, that is known as seed source. And finally about the exotics. Exotic is the plant which is not native to that. The examples are your eucalyptus, your casuarina. But when it is introduced to a new area, it may be desired because of the desirable properties. In case of eucalyptus, it is preferred due to the high productivity within a very short term. That is known as short rotation species. Similarly, the casuarina also known for the short rotation species. That's why these plants are preferred. Though they are not native of India, but these plants are introduced for its fast growth and high productivity. So this is the concept of exotics. Further, we will be seeing some of the other important aspects in the tree improvement program. And the quantitative aspect of tree improvement program, as I mentioned maybe in the earlier, the tree improvement program aims to improve the two desirable things. One is the qualitative and another one is the quantitative. Quantitative in forest and the tree about the DBH, that is the diameter breast height and basal area. So these are the important factors aimed in the quantitative aspect. And the second important thing is about the seed production area and seed orchard. Seed production areas are the designated area where the trees are maintained for production of seeds. In many forest departments and states, these seed production areas are specially designated and marked and protected rigorously for the purpose of seed production. And another important content in this seed production area is the seed orchard. So these seed orchards are developed by collecting the seeds from seed production area. So in every step, the genetic purity will be maintained or even enhanced. So in seed orchard, the seed orchards are produced through the seeds, so that sometimes the orchards are derived from the clonal source also. So that is known as clonal orchard. So there will be possibility of seed orchard or clonal orchard. And another important aspect here is the progeny test. So progeny test here, parents are selected. Parents are selected based on the performance of offsprings. That is the best way to discard the genetically inferior types. So that also we will be seeing in detail in the future classes. And the genetic testing program. In genetic testing program, once the plants or the trees are selected based on the progeny, the next step is to determine the genetic worthiness of the selected plants. So it is conducted through some of the mating process. There are various designs are available to find out whether the genetic works are evaluated through different models or the designs, so that the genetic test carried out through the process is achieved or not. So simply a evaluation of genetic works, whether it is happened in the selection process or not. That is about the genetic testing program. And the selection and breeding for resistance. So these are all another objectives of plant or tree improvement program. So all these programs are aimed with one of these objectives, maybe the resistance against some diseases, resistance against insects, and resistance against various kind of adverse factors like drought, frost, and other conditions. So we will be studying the different selection and breeding methods available in the forest plants against any of these factors. And finally, the forest genetic resources and gene conservation. So these are the heritable material available in the forest, have the economic and ecological benefits. So need to be conserved. So in case of gene conservation, we have in situ and ex situ conservation program. So we'll be studying about the different type of in situ conservation method, means the conservation program carried out in the area itself or in the natural condition itself, and the ex situ conservation program means brought outside like herbal garden or different kind of approach. So we will be studying about the what is forest genetic resources and various type of conservation methods available in conserving the genetic resources. Dear aspirants, I gave the overview of tree improvement and seed technology subject in this session. And explanation of each and every content shown to you will be given in the future classes. Thank you for watching the video, and if you have any doubts or queries, kindly let me know in the comment section below. And I also wish to inform you that the PowerPoint version of this session will be updated soon. And best wishes to much. Nandi Vanakkam. Silva, a ladder to reach canopy.